Welcome back to After the Whistle here.
Woo! It's game day.
All right, we're going to go do our college football segment here. We are going to start out with this Clemson-Alabama game, right? So,
Wow.
this was a shocker. I was
Remember last week? Let's flash back to last week. We were talking about this, and we're both like, I think Alabama's going to take this one.
Yeah.
But it's going to be a close game. It was neither of those things.
Yeah, couldn't be more off about that one. So yeah, I believe this is the worst loss under Nick Saban at Alabama. It was 44-16, closing out the year. And I mean, Tua, just looked like that's what he looked like. I mean, 295 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. Both picks resulting in a touchdown. One was a pick six to start the game off. And Trevor Lawrence has arrived. I wasn't really believing all the hype. And in the playoffs, in his 2 most important games, he balled out. 347 yards, 3 touchdowns in this game. And people are saying that he's going to win the next 2 years, the championship. Yeah. what were you thinking just watching this game?
Okay, so I had hockey last week, and afterwards we went to B-Dubs, and they obviously it's B-Dubs, they had it on.
All right.
And so I was just looking back, and I don't remember where in the game it was, but it was 11:37. I texted you, and I go, well, this is going to be an interesting conversation. I know at that point it was.
I think it was
Clemson,
in the third quarter.
I think it was the third quarter because Clemson was absolutely running away with it.
Yeah, I think it was like 40-16 or something. It was crazy.
So after the first quarter, looking at the score, you'd think, okay, this is exactly what we think it's going to be a close one because it was 14-13.
Mm-hmm.
But then I don't know where Alabama's offense went. They scored 3 in the second and then did not score again.
Man, he just didn't show
Tuna
up.
man.
Tuna. As Stephen A. Smith likes to call Tua Tuna. He just fell off.
He just was like, I'm tired. I'm gonna go sit down.
And that Alabama fake field goal.
That was an interesting call.
They were lined up for a fake. Clemson was already. I'm like, okay, so they would be so dumb to fake this.
And then they did it anyways.
Do it. I'm like, this just does not. It just And I hate to say, but Nick Saban got outcoached in this one.
It looked like Alabama just didn't know what to do.
Yeah, the athletes were the same. It came down to coaching in this one.
Oh,
and
for
you
sure.
always give the edge to Nick Saban usually because he's probably the greatest of all time.
It's Nick Saban, of course.
Yeah. Well, Dabo had a trick up his sleeve. He had some.
Yeah, he had some
stuff going on.
Obviously, he had some film that Alabama did not have
on how to guard Tua, and the defense was a story in this one. Obviously, Trevor Lawrence, amazing, but only 16 points for Alabama's offense. Shut out the second half.
Mm-hmm.
And which I think Alabama probably has like the best receiver, Jerry Jeudy. He's good, but we'll see. Obviously, what was it? John Ross for Clemson was making crazy catches, like one-handed, and he was just making Trevor Lawrence look even better than what he was. And
B-Dubs was loud, let me tell you that. There weren't even that many people there because it was like 11,
no one's room for
11:30.
Alabama here.
It was loud. It was very loud, and like I said, it was us, our group of like 6, and then there was like maybe like 4 or 5 other tables, but it was loud.
Yeah.
It was insane.
Now, we were talking about last week, right? Are you bored of Alabama, Clemson, all this? I actually want to see a rematch.
I kind of after this, I want to see a rematch next year. Like, normally I would say yes. I want to see some other teams, but like,
I think it wouldn't be. They probably will both be back. Honestly, Alabama. Tua's coming back. Tuna. I keep saying Tuna. Tua's coming back.
That's so funny.
Trevor
I've
Lawrence
never heard anyone call him Tuna before.
It was a conference championship game, I remember, and like Stephen A. Smith tweeted out something right after Tua got hurt. He's like, Tuna got injured, and it was like he said Tuna and said Tuna, and then everyone's making fun of him like Tuna.
I wonder if that was autocorrect.
Yeah, it was probably.
I was gonna say probably was.
So yeah,
and then he just went with it.
Yeah. So
Stephen A. What a guy.
Yeah, I mean, they will probably be back, and I want to see what Nick Saban, how he responds.
Normally I would be like,
yeah.
let's get this over with. Like, come on.
Yeah, now.
But now after seeing that, I would love to see how Alabama would respond next year.
And Nick Saban, like he is going.
He was.
It's not fun in games anymore. Like
that was a rough night for him.
He wasn't even mad. He was just distraught. You know, he was just like.
Yeah. He. I would tell you, he did not sleep.
Yeah.
There's no way he slept.
He's like, and
he just laying there, wide-eyed, dead awake, just like what just happened. Like I don't see how he would slept. I just don't.
And I think they're probably gonna have a similar year what they had this past year. Next year, they're just gonna roll through the SEC easily.
Oh yeah.
And then they won't verse any like real competition for them because they are gonna. Nick Saban's out. He has a mission next year. He needs a championship now to get this memory out of his mind as much as he can.
To be the athletes and have to go back to class like the next day or whatever.
I know, you're just like.
Actually, maybe not the next day because who knows? They probably
they probably skipped a day or two. But yeah.
They
take a sick day that whole week.
They took a couple of days off.
But yeah, Dabo Swinney, he's arrived. He beaten Saban 2 out of the past 3 championship games.
Yep, 2-1.
And I always used to say, Urban Meyer just couldn't play well against Clemson and Dabo Swinney because he was 0-2 against them in the playoffs in the Orange Bowl back in 2013. It was like, Dabo Swinney just got something about him, and he's got
some tricks up his sleeve.
He does, and that defense coordinator is really, really good too. I don't remember his name. I don't know his name, but he's somehow kept him there through these playoff runs, this era that he's. It's gonna be hard to keep him there, but yeah. Clemson, Alabama, probably next year again. Honestly, if I'm being honest, maybe Ohio State, Oklahoma will do something, but
maybe we'll see at least a different first round.
Right.
Hopefully.
I hope that Alabama, Clemson versus each other in the first round, not in the championship.
I don't see that happening.
Maybe. Who knows? One of the teams slip up.
I mean, yeah, I guess if one of them slips up, but I see them being 1 and 2 seeds again.
I mean, the ACC, yeah. So the ACC's not scary. So, yeah. Let's go over our way too early top 10.
Way
Yeah, way too early top 10.
Way too early.
Top 10 for this next upcoming year. So, you want to go first, or would you like me to go first?
Yeah, I can go first.
All
right. So at number 1, I've got Clemson.
Okay.
I mean, coming off of a 15-0 season, first team to ever do it, winning the championship. I think they deserve number 1.
Right.
Number 2, I've got to go Alabama.
Okay.
I mean, still 14-1. It's great season. Legendary coaching. 3. Here's where it starts to get tricky.
Right.
Because you got to think about it. There was. I don't want to update. There were some. There were some great teams this year. So the 3's where it's gonna get tricky, but I think I gotta go with it to OSU.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
for next year. What? For next year?
Yeah, for next year. Yep. I mean, 13-1, 8-1 in the Big Ten.
They got pretty much their whole defense coming back too.
Most of their team is back. Yeah, I was looking at ESPN. ESPN has Georgia at 3 and OSU at 4.
I'm looking at the ESPN now. So.
Which
I mean, they
have Georgia at 3.
Georgia's losing a lot of players. They're losing 8. They lost like 4 players in one day. I saw.
They're losing what 1,
I don't
2,
think
3,
it's all the way
4, 5,
updated,
6.
but yeah.
There's 10 guys there, and that's it. There's still plenty of time. They could lose.
Well, today's the deadline, but
it is.
I believe or tomorrow. Today or tomorrow's the deadline.
Oh yeah, that's right. Right.
Oh yeah, I think today is actually. Yeah, all right.
But
I don't think it's not updated all the way.
Plus, I mean, they were only. They were 7-1 in the SEC, which is good.
They fell apart at the end of the year.
Yeah, they ended up with 11-3. But I'm still giving Georgia number 4. But I just think ESPN got it wrong, and that should be OSU then Georgia.
Okay.
That could also just be my bias, because
All right.
Go Bucks. Number 5, I agree with ESPN. Notre Dame. The Fighting Irish had a great season.
For sure.
pick a conference. Come
Pick
on.
It's
Come
time. It
on.
is time. Yeah.
You're the only team that does not have a conference. And that might very well be the reason why they aren't making the playoffs.
It might be. If they lose one game, they're not making. They have to go 12-0 to make it for now on. But yeah.
Yeah, that's my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. So that was 5.
Yeah, we got 6.
6. Again, kind of tricky here.
Yeah. ESPN's got Oklahoma.
Yeah.
It's gonna be tough to replace Kyle Murray.
Yeah. Yeah. It will be tough to replace him. I mean, he did a good job filling Baker's shoes.
Yeah, I mean, it's as good as you could, pretty much. I mean, we'll see. Can you do it 3 times in a row?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I think I don't. 3 times in a row,
That's too much. It's too much.
I think it's asking a little too much, but it's possible.
So you're gonna go with him at 6? Or are you gonna spice it up with?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna give him 6.
Okay.
Give them 6.
Who you got at 7? They got Florida, ESPN.
Yeah.
Which that's questionable, honestly. But
yeah, I think I'm gonna switch it up, and I'm gonna give it to Texas.
Okay.
Who they have at 8.
Okay.
Give Texas number 7.
Mm-hmm.
And give Florida number 8.
All right. I respect that. And then 9.
I just feel like Texas had. I mean, granted Texas was 10-4, and Florida was 10-3. I gotta sneeze again.
Yeah, I mean,
of course, as soon as I say that, it goes away.
Texas,
but
their quarterback's coming back, Sam Ehlinger, so he's tough. I mean, he's a big body back there.
Texas is losing a couple more people, I think.
All right.
So they don't have as much coming back. Also, their defense, they only have 3 returning starters.
Yep.
But I still think I'm going to switch it up and give Texas 7, Florida 8.
That sounds nice. Nice. You got 9, 10.
9 and 10. They've got Texas A&M and LSU.
Right.
However,
ooh, what are we going
they
with?
both were 5 and 3 in the SEC.
Yeah, they're not.
LSU's
returning the quarterback, same with Texas A&M.
They have more returning than Texas A&M. And so they're not losing as much. And they're not losing as many people.
Right.
So I'm flopping them.
Okay.
Giving LSU 9.
Mm-hmm. And Texas A&M 10?
Actually, no. I'm giving Michigan 10.
Okay.
I'm giving Michigan.
Out of nowhere,
I'm
Michigan.
Giving Michigan number 10.
Okay.
ESPN has them at 11.
Right.
But
Shea Patterson going to lead the Wolverines back.
I'm giving them number 10.
To a playoff chance.
I know we're only doing the top 10, but then Texas A&M will be
11.
At their 11th.
All right.
So close, but not quite. Not this year.
Not quite.
Not quite.
I'm going to start.
Not their year.
Yeah, I'm going to start with 10.
Ooh,
I'm going with Oregon at number 10.
They have ESPN has them at 12.
Yeah, they got Justin Herbert.
That's
is coming
true.
back.
They're looking good.
And they had an amazing recruiting class so far.
This is true.
They have their pretty much all their offense, 7 defense guys coming back. I think they could probably win the Pac-12 this year.
Maybe they might even be, now that you bring that up, they might even be 11 on my list.
Last year they had lots of games that they just
were missing
lost
something.
Weird. It just looked weird, and I think they'll fix most of those. I don't know. It's going to be hard because the Pac-12 is low on the committee. Like, they don't have that much respect for the Pac-12. So if they want to make the playoffs, they're going to have to go undefeated. Just because the Pac-12 doesn't have that many good teams, So at number 9, I got Michigan.
Okay.
Shea Patterson, we'll see. I mean, that last game against Florida, he looked rough, but they got
rough.
We'll see.
Rough is a good word for it.
And Ohio State stole the linebacker and the defensive line coach from Michigan, so we'll see how that defense looks.
Yeah.
But I do like Michigan's receiving core. Peoples Jones, I like. He's pretty good. Solid receiver to throw to.
Okay.
At number 7.
8.
Or 8, my bad. 8. 8, I'll go with LSU. Just because.
Jeez, you're just flipping their whole list around.
Joe Burrow, they got good defense. They got solid offense. I think they'll have a very similar year to what they had this year. They'll play good. Then, of course, they have versus Alabama every year, so they'll probably lose then.
Yeah, probably. Unless, again, like we said earlier, they slip up.
Right. At 7, I got Oklahoma.
Okay.
Oklahoma, like I said, it's going to be tough to replace Kyler Murray. I still think Lincoln Riley's good offense no matter what, but I think
so you
they
have
will
them,
lose the
you
Big
have
12
them
this
at
year.
7 instead of 6.
Right. And at number 6, I got Texas A&M.
Oh, ooh.
Texas A&M.
What?
I believe in Jimbo, man. He's got a good recruiting class. He's got
Bumping them from 9 up to 6.
or 8 up to 6, but yeah.
Huh?
Either 8 on the ESPN.
Wait, who'd you
Oh
say?
wait, no, never mind.
Oh, so
Never mind.
you
They're
said-
9. I was
you
looking
said
at Texas.
A&M, didn't you?
Yeah, my bad. Yeah, Texas A&M. So, I think Jimbo's a really good coach. He's got a good recruiting class. He's gonna get his guys in. They could shock. They could pull off some upsets in the SEC, but we'll see.
I don't know if I agree. I mean, yes, they could, but I don't agree. I don't think I agree with putting them at 6.
All right, at 5. Oh wait, my bad. I messed up. All right, it's all good.
What do you mean you messed up?
Never mind. At 5, I'm gonna put Georgia. Georgia. They lost a lot of guys. They're gonna replace though. They got good recruiting class. Kirby Smart.
Then you're bumping Notre Dame and Ohio State up.
We'll see.
What do you
So
mean?
at number 4,
Oh,
I got Texas.
What? What?
We got Texas.
No, okay. I think you. What? Then where do you have Notre Dame and OSU?
So we got Texas here because I believe in Texas.
Texas at
Tom
4?
Herman.
Texas at
Texas
4?
at 4. I believe in Sam Ellinger.
Okay, I think you've officially lost your mind.
And then at 3, of course, Ohio State.
Where do you have Notre
Notre
Dame?
Dame is 11.
What? Okay, you've lost your mind.
I just lost respect for Notre Dame.
Why? Because they don't have a conference?
And then they got blown
Okay.
out. But yeah.
Yeah, they got blown out. Yeah, they don't have a conference, but they're still a really good team.
Like I said,
You
they're
can't
11.
deny that.
They have to prove to me they belong again. I was for 'em. I was for 'em going into the playoffs. I'm like, sure, they deserve to be 3. They haven't lost. But after that, they got to earn my respect back. They just got to. So Ohio State at 3, obviously, they're gonna
and
have
then
a
Alabama
solid
and
year.
Clemson.
And then Clemson at number 2.
What? What? They blew out Alabama.
Yes,
in the
yes. But they're losing their D line, which is their most talented
Mm-mm.
core. That's the most talented core right there. Their D line, they got
They had
all those
8
guys
they
going.
had 8 returning starters.
That was before Dexter Williams. All these guys declared.
Oh yeah, I guess this isn't updated, is it?
Yeah, it's not as updated. So their offense, they're gonna be fine. They're gonna be fine. But I have them at 2 just because, like I said, they're losing that D line. It's gonna be interesting to see how they replace it because that D line is huge on the defensive end.
Right. I
And
mean,
they're
it
losing
showed
all
in
of
the
them.
championship.
Yeah, they're losing all of them. They're all going to the NFL. So all the starters. And of course, 1. I got Alabama at 1. We got Florida at number. No, yeah, we got Alabama 1. I mean,
I got Northwestern at number 1.
dude, Northwestern. Hey, don't sleep on the boys. But Alabama, they're gonna come back with a vengeance this year.
Who'd you have?
And
Who'd you have it for?
Texas
And Ohio State at
3.
And Notre Dame at 11.
Correct.
That's huge.
Notre Dame's.
ESPN has them at 5.
Well, when was their
And
ESPN
you-
ever been ranked, huh? Last year they
A
had
lot.
Miami here and Wisconsin.
Did
All
they
right,
really?
I knew Wisconsin
That was
wasn't going to be good.
stupid.
I'm like Wisconsin's not going to be good this year. I just knew it.
Notre Dame at 11.
They got to earn my respect. Hey, if they come out, I don't know who they verse. Oh, they have to verse Georgia, I think. If they beat Georgia, they got my respect.
I understand that having them prove or earning your respect,
Mhm.
but to put them at 11.
This is for next year, but yeah.
I
They're
don't-
losing. They're
I
losing
don't
some
understand
guys.
that. I think you're crazy. Just like your picks last week with the NFL.
Yeah. Well, hey,
I don't see it.
Notre Dame, they're losing 6 offense. Or no, the 7 offense, 6 defenses are coming back. And I'm pretty sure they lost some more even from this date. So it's going to be tough for Notre Dame.
They do have no special teams returning.
Well, yeah, that's...
But that's special teams.
Right. Hey, new punter, new kicker, so we'll see. Kickers are big, you know?
We've seen how important it's been in the NFL. That's for sure.
So, yeah, that's that. And it'll be interesting to see what the preseason top 25 are if Alabama or Clemson's number 1. Because Alabama has the number 1 class by far. They got so many recruits.
Honestly, it'll be interesting to see what actually ends up
like
being
Alabama.
the top 10.
Yeah, Alabama just reloads every year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it's just like Jerry Judy's coming back, which I like him for some reason. You know, I just like him, and I don't like Alabama. I hate Alabama, but I think he's good. Tua's getting all his receivers back. Their defense, I think, is gonna restock fine. I mean, it's just hard to restock. It's hard to beat them. You know. All right. So yeah, obviously that was a interesting segment there. We're gonna have to update these more I
need to take a break after that.
after these picks here. Alrighty, you wanna take a break?
After that, I just need to collect myself. I mean, is there anything else in this college football?
I just wanted to go over to just Tate Martell.
Oh yeah,
transfer.
That's right. I forgot what you were talking about.
He has entered his name in the transfer protocol, and he was talking some trash on Twitter. He's like, I shouldn't be worried about after Justin Fields is thinking about transferring or whatever. He's like, I shouldn't be worried about anybody who hasn't put 1 second into Ohio State football trying to replace my job or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then a week later, he announces he's transferring or something. He's not transferring officially, but he will most likely transfer.
He's thinking about it.
Right. He visited West Virginia over the weekend, I saw, which is one of his possible landing spots, which I'm fine with because my grandpa's a West Virginia fan, so if he's going there, you know, I'll take it. West Virginia boy.
Golf club.
But yeah, are you shocked that Tate Martell's transferring? Because I thought he was going to be the, I thought he was going to start off the year, at least the starter, just because he was there. I think he's proven himself as being a pretty decent player. And I thought maybe Justin Fields would work his way in more as the season went on, or maybe just like a duo package.
He'd be a good backup. Yeah, I'm a little shocked. I think you're right. He definitely has proven himself.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he would have had at least a decent shot.
I think he would have been the favorite going in.
At being the
starting
quarterback.
He would just had to prove it. Yeah.
So yeah, with that regard, yeah, I am a little shocked that he is considering transferring.
Yeah.
Hopefully he doesn't.
Yeah.
Because like you said, I think if he doesn't,
I think he'll win the job if he stays. Unless Justin Fields just blows him away.
They'll make a good duo.
Mm-hmm. So then it'd be very interesting to see because Justin Fields has applied for so he wouldn't have to sit out this year. If Tate Martell transfers and that gets denied from Justin Fields, they'd have to go to, I'm trying to see who he is, Matthew Baldwin as their quarterback for this year.
That's a name.
And that is
a name I've not heard.
Nobody expected.
I've not heard
so
that name.
That's pretty much the nightmare situation for Ohio State, not saying Matthew Baldwin's bad.
If Matthew Baldwin is the quarterback, next year might be a rough year.
I mean, he is a 4-star recruit.
Yeah, okay.
6'2", he's a pro-style quarterback. I don't think
it would make it an interesting season.
Yeah, he's a redshirt freshman. It would be rough. That would just,
especially with a new head coach.
Yeah, that would be tough. I would like to. I think Tate Martell too. I was gonna say should wait until see if Justin Fields gets approved or not. Because if he doesn't get approved, he gets a year without. I mean, unless Matthew Baldwin just balls out, in the practices or spring game.
Yeah, really.
But then I think that's.
If I were Tate Martell, I would wait.
Yeah, and of course if Justin Fields gets approved, then
Even if he does, I still don't know if I'd leave because like I said, I think he's got a good shot.
I think he's got a good shot. He just got to prove it. And I mean, Justin Fields.
I mean, he'll definitely be getting minutes on the field, no matter what, whether he's starting or not.
Right, which sophomore, redshirt sophomore this year. So, time is running short, but hey, he can wait till senior year like Jalen Hurts and transfer. That'd be nice. Yeah, this would be interesting. Justin Fields, 5-star, #1 quarterback last year. Like we know, 5 stars don't mean anything. Look at Shea Patterson. Stars don't mean anything. Dwayne Haskins was a 4-star.
And now he's going into the draft.
Yep. Zeke Elliott was a 4. Le'Veon Bell. I want to bring this up. Yeah.
Really?
Le'Veon Bell was a 2-star recruit.
Wait, he was 2-star.
He was a 2-star recruit, and Michigan State picked him up. And Michigan State, Mark D'Antoni, he is probably the master of picking out like these 2 stars and saying, "All right, I'm gonna make you into a star."
He is the best 2-star recruit.
Yeah, probably, but
probably
yeah,
ever.
It's wild. That's what I at least 3 or 2, but I'm pretty sure it was 2 because that's why it stood out to me. But yeah,
Le'Veon Bell. Let's see.
Yeah,
if I could spell.
I looked that up. I'm like, 2-star recruit. That's wild, you know. Yeah, I believe so.
I went to search. I'm trying to search Le'Veon Bell star recruit, and the first thing that popped up was I have Le'Veon Bell star, and the first thing that pops up is Le'Veon Bell Star Wars. What? Le'Veon Bell was a
24/7 Sports right here. Le'Veon Bell. Oh, he was a 3-star. My bad. He was 3.
3-star. Okay, well he's still the best.
For some reason, I thought it was a 2-star. But 3 stars actually are good. Sometimes. But yeah. I mean, like I said, I don't think stars really do mean that much unless.
Really, because on ESPN it's showing that he's a 2-star.
Well, obviously 24/7 Sports and
I'm
ESPN are different.
confused.
So yeah,
Either way,
he's borderline a 2-star then. Yeah. Yeah, that's why. Okay, yeah, because yeah, ESPN and 24/7 Sports have different rating systems. So.
Oh, okay.
That's why. Alrighty. So yeah, got through that. Is there anything else you want to add? Are you ready for a break?
Go Bucks.
Go Bucks, boys. Undefeated. Ryan Day's going to be undefeated.
They're going to the playoffs this
They're going
year.
to the playoffs.
Absolutely.
They're winning the championship. Unless
we don't have.
As long as Tate Martell or Justin Fields is starting, we should be fine.
What is it? Matthew Baldwin?
I mean, honestly, hey. I mean, I'm not. It's not like it's a 1-star walk-on or anything.
I'm not trying to trash him.
He's a scholarship guy.
I've not heard his name at all. I've never heard his name.
Well, no one heard Dwayne Haskins' name until Michigan game last year. Or 2 years ago.
Well.
Kind of. You know. Alrighty. Alrighty, we're going to take a quick break.
Good.
And yeah. Keep it locked here on After the Whistle here on 97.5 WOBN, the Wild Card out West for Ohio. We will be back.